Euros with Spain, surprising a lot of people when there were teams like France, England, and Germany as national team. Rodri had an amazing performance domestically with Man City, and Rodri in the Champions League, yes, they didn't win it, but they managed to get to the semi-finals. The Ballon d'Or is over. Let's talk about Vinicius Jr. Without wasting any more time, guys, let's get straight into it. And where do we start with this year's Ballon d'Or? Can you guys remember the last time you were excited for a Ballon d'Or? You remember the last time you guys looked forward for a Ballon d'Or award? Because I haven't looked forward for a Ballon d'Or award for some time. I haven't looked forward for a Ballon d'Or award for some time, let alone being happy with the outcome of the Ballon d'Or for a long time. But I guess that comes with the ceremony. It comes with the award. Only one player can win it, and there are so many excellent players in the world. And if only one player can win it, there will of course always be people that are disappointed. When Messi used to win all those years ago, Real Madrid fans were disappointed. When Ronaldo used to win it all those years ago, Messi fans were disappointed. So it comes down to the territory when only one player can win it. There's bound to be people that are disappointed. There's bound to be people that are unhappy. However, this year, Vinicius Jr. Let me know in the comments if you guys had Vinny as your favorite to win the Ballon d'Or. Let me know in the comments if you guys thought that Vinny deserved to win the Ballon d'Or, because I'm gonna get into it right now. Now, when it came to Vinicius, Bellingham, and Vinicius Jr., for me at least, it was very, very close between the three. They had both won their domestic competitions. They had all three of them had won their domestic competitions. All three of them had been immensely instrumental to their teams. Bellingham mainly at the start of the season, and then Vinicius, of course, in the latter stages of the Champions League. And then Rodri, he was essential for Man City all year round, where when Rodri played, that Man City system just clicked like so perfectly. Everything ran smoother, so it was very close between the three of them. And then it just comes down, and then they also won, and then Vinny and Bellingham, they managed to win the Champions League, and then Rodri managed to win the Euros with Spain, surprising a lot of people when there were teams like France, England, and Germany as favourites, and then Rodri, of course, being the best player in that competition too. So it was very close between the three. Why they gave it to Rodri? The real reason it was close margins, I don't know. But what I have to say here is, yes, I had Vinny as my favorite, but to be honest with Vinny, what a goal! But to be honest with Vinny, if Vinny wants to be winning the Ballon d'Or, he needs to look back at his idols. He needs to look back at Ronaldo. He needs to be looking back at Messi. Because even when you look at what Robin was doing, when you look back at what Ribéry was doing, when you look back at what Neymar was doing, when you look back at what Griezmann was doing, what Suarez was doing, guys that all of these guys that have finished third in the Ballon d'Or votings, third or sometimes second, they didn't win the Ballon d'Or, and they still had better performances than what Vinny had this year, and that's because Ronaldo and Messi set such a high standard. So really and truly, if you want to be winning the Ballon d'Or as a forward, you need to be putting up those ridiculous numbers. Now Vinny had very good numbers. Very good numbers, world-class numbers worthy of the best player in the world today, where he in 39 games played, he was able to contribute with 35 goal contributions. But when you look back at what Neymar, what Messi and Ronaldo and all those guys were doing that I mentioned, like they were putting up 60 goals in a season, they were scoring 70, sometimes 90 goals in a season. Their goal contributions were incredible, and there was never any questions about them being the best player or the main man on the team. And for Vinny, you can have the argument between him and Bellingham, even with Rodri, for example. So the standards have definitely dropped a little bit, or maybe the standards haven't dropped, just that Ronaldo and Messi set the highest standards ever. Ronaldo and Messi completely destroyed everything that came before them, and are probably going to hurt things for a few years until there's a worthy successor. So to Vinny, really and truly, I think what it comes down to is his international success. If Vinny had been better for Brazil, if he hadn't been banned for that quarter-final game, if Vinny had been more instrumental for that Brazilian team, and that's really the thing about the Ballon d'Or. That's why it's kind of hard for me to talk about the Ballon d'Or, because the Ballon d'Or is an individual award, and football is predicated and is surrounded by and is measured by team accomplishments. It's like in an individual award, we're judging these players by their team performances or their performances within the team. Let me just keep this video. So yeah, if Vinny really wanted to win it, if he really does feel a type of way about it, he should be winning he should be doing more, first of all, with Real Madrid, but he should have definitely done a lot more as well with with Brazil, with his international team. Because when you look at Rodri was amazing with his international team. Rodri had an amazing performance domestically with Man City, and Rodri in the Champions League, yes, they didn't win it, but they managed to get to the semi-finals. Oh, sorry, to the quarterfinals. Yeah, City got to the quarterfinals. So City was still competitive. City was still in the mix when it came to the Champions League. Brazil were nowhere near the mix. So when it came down to choosing who was going to win, so yeah, it is deserved for Rodri. I'm sad I wanted Vinny to win, and then I had Bellingham as my second favorite to win the competition. But as well, Bellingham, he kind of slowed down towards the end of the season, and Vinny, as amazing as he was when it came to the summer, when it came to the international football, he didn't quite have it. So Rodri was the most consistent performer last year at the highest level, so he deserves to win it. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching this video until the end. If you want to watch more content like this, please like, comment, subscribe, share, do all these things, so please help me grow this channel. And that's per usual, guys. I'll see you soon.